Every time when I catch myself being tired and starting to feel sorry for myself and starting to really look forward to a break time when, oh, well, I'll finally get some rest and then it'll all be better, I can remember this conversation and what an impact it had on me. Very recently, this was within the last month, I had been asked to go down to Los Angeles for a very short but intense trip, serving down there, where I would fly down, do a 2-hour morning class on the brain, and help give a Kriya that evening and give Sunday service the next day and fly home. And it looked like it was going to be a pretty busy trip, but I was looking forward to serving. And the week before my departure, things just sort of were unraveling in my work world, my service world. And I got to the day before, and I honestly was wondering, how am I going to go do this series of classes, plus all the traveling and everything involved? And I was concerned enough, I actually called some friends up and asked them if they would pray for me, because I was just worried, how am I going to get through this? And I remember at that point, I remember that conversation that I had with Swami, and I thought in that moment, you know, my dilemma is I'm telling myself that I have to go do this. And it's really not me in the end that's doing it. It's God serving through me. And yes, I'm physically tired. Yes, I feel sort of mentally tired right now. But this is what I've been asked to do. This is my service. And so I should just go and do it with as much enthusiasm as I can. I was very surprised by it. It was much more intense than I thought it was going to be, in fact. Pretty much any time I wasn't talking to a group, I was talking to an individual, or I was meditating or asleep. That was pretty much all that I did. And I remember when I was coming home, I was very surprised to realize that I felt much more energetic coming home than when I left to go down. And yet I hadn't had any time to myself the whole time I was down there. And it was at that moment I sort of realized, well, that's what Swami meant when he said, sometimes when you're really tired, it's good to just have to put out more energy. And in doing that, realizing that you're not the doer, that God's the doer in all things.